Let's take a quick little look here tonight at what's coming in next for the singles. Okay. What's coming in next? The intention I'm putting into it is for the singles at least. I guess it doesn't have to be. Take it however it resonates for you, but that's the intention I'm putting into it. What's coming in next for the singles? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. One mini reading for each earth sign. For those of you who are in need of a personal reading, all the information is in the description of this video. And don't forget to join me tomorrow, Saturday, February 15th, for my first day of my weekly live $25 readings here on this channel. You can pre-order, you can order anytime you want. They get read on the order of which they come in. So the only thing is, though, is that after we cut off the last video, anything that comes in after that will go on next week's live stream. Okay? The information for that's in the description as well. But for those of you who need a pre-recorded reading, currently I'm only able to do the same day 24-hour readings only right now until further notice. Okay? All right, let's jump into this. Taurus, let's get a quick general energetic overview of what's coming in next for Taurus. Oh, Hierophant reversed. Uh-oh, hang on. Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Cups. Ooh, okay. I think you're going to be tested. I didn't want to say it, but the cards kept coming out. I don't like it when that comes through, man. I don't like having to tell you that. Some people get scared. They don't like it when I say that, but you're going to be tested. Okay, the Hierophant reverse. The Hierophant is the spiritual teacher. This is a card of learning spiritual lessons. It's in the reverse. Seven of Swords, Page of Cups. So this is definitely not somebody who's really looking for commitment. They're playing mind games. It's going to trigger your defenses immediately, though. Okay, that's the thing. People tend to overlook how it feels when they connect with somebody who's got shady intentions. They find themselves playing the what if game, you know, trying to justify to themselves why they should give this a chance, you know, but you're not really going to feel the most intense connection with this person. It's going to trigger your defenses. You might be inclined to just completely ignore this person altogether. The good news is, though, is that you're only tested when it's time to level up. That's the good news. That's the good news. I kind of feel like this is somebody that's had their eye on you for a while, though. So for a lot of you, I do think it is somebody that you do currently know, or at least you know of. But I'm not 100% convinced that it's somebody that you're really interested in. So that could help. That could help things. You at least have that in your favor when it comes to whether or not you're going to actually pass a test. Okay? Let's see, I guess, the outcome of this situation. How's it playing out? Magician reverse, see? This person's going to try to manipulate you. Like I said, the good news is what you have going in your favor is I don't really think it's somebody you're all that interested in. Not really. So you're kind of already a little bit standoffish when it comes to this person. I mean, you might be a little bit attracted to him, you know, but I just don't really think it's somebody like say, okay, let me use an example. Say it's somebody at the workplace. You know of them. You're aware of their existence. You don't really know them all that well. You know them a little bit. And you just, you don't really think about them like that. Not really. And then when they come in with a love offer towards you, since you're already not really feeling them, you already have that going for you. So you're already kind of standoffish. And then when they start trying to play mind games with you and kind of manipulate you and play games with you, that immediately triggers your defenses anyways. So I don't really think you're going to give this person a chance. I don't know. I do see you not, I don't think you're making a split second decision, you know? So it's not like you're just going to boot, scoot, boogie and run from this. But you're definitely not letting this person in. Not really. I don't know. This may be somebody that you have to really put your foot down with, you know? Let's get the advice. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Also have Aries and Sagittarius here. All right, let's get the advice. What's the advice for Taurus? What's the advice? Ooh, Knight of Wands reverse. Reward inconsistency with unavailability. How about that? And don't let your guard down, especially when something don't feel right. The last person you need to let your guard down for is somebody that doesn't feel quite right. If it don't feel right, don't let your guard down. Don't do that. Don't do that. And also, set boundaries. Okay? I know y'all have heard me talk about this a lot, but this is the perfect kind of situation where you want to use this advice. Set a boundary and pay attention to whether or not the person respects that boundary. The minute they start trying to test that boundary and test it and test it and test it, that tells you everything you need to know. See, if I'm interested in you and I want to get with you and I have good intentions, if you set a boundary, yeah, that sucks. I don't like that. I want you, you know? But you set a boundary. So I'm going to take a step back. And if you keep that boundary there, and you keep it there, and I can see that you're not going to let me cross that boundary at all, I'm just going to take a step back and leave you alone then. All right. It looks like you're not into me then, so whatever. You ain't my fucking person. Some people tend to think that a persistent manipulator who does everything that they can to make you bend and fold so that they can cross your boundaries, some people are turned on by that. Oh, well, that just shows how much they want me. That shows how much they're attracted to me. That shows you how much they don't fucking respect you. They don't respect you. I promise you, that's a toxic person. Promise you. Promise you. Promise you. A non-toxic person with good intentions is not going to push your boundaries. A non-toxic person who plans on treating you right is going to respect your boundaries. You don't want to be with me? All right. Later. You ain't my person. You ain't my person. No. The universe did not pick a life partner for me who isn't interested in me. All right. I'll walk away from you. Even if it hurts. It could hurt like hell. I might have to heal from it, but think about that, okay? So many people get that shit twisted and backwards. A persistent manipulator that does not indicate somebody who really, really, really wants you and somebody that you can settle down with and build a life partnership with. That indicates a person who doesn't respect you, doesn't care about you, and is all in it for themselves. All right. Virgo. Virgo, let's get a quick general energetic overview on what's coming in next for Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, Virgo. Boom, boom. Two more shuffles, two more. Ooh, some of you are connecting with somebody at a distance. I know that's not all of you, but there are going to be some blockages between the two of you. There's going to be some kind of blockage. And distance is a perfect example of a blockage. But it could be anything. It could be conflicting work schedules, just a series of things that happen in life that are coming between the two of you. And the question is, are both of you going to be able to come together and come up with a plan as to how we can overcome these blockages? If you do, this is a life partnership, boo-boo. If you do. If you don't, well, it's going to crash and burn in the first 3 or 4 months. I do think it's a long-term contract, though. I do think so. So, potential for a life partnership. Absolutely. Absolutely, positively. Okay. Could be a Taurus for some of you. Also have Cancer and Gemini. Well, let's see the outcome. Let's see how this is playing out for the first 60 days. How's it playing out for the first 60 days? Ooh, 8 of Pentacles reversed. Last shuffle, last one. Empress reversed. I don't see a decision being made. I don't see a decision being made. 60 days, y'all are just kind of plateauing, lingering in the limbo with a big question mark floating. Be careful with that. It's probably gonna plateau and linger for the first 60 days with nobody making a solid decision as to what we're gonna do. Well, shit. Let's get the advice. I got a lot of things I could say, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hold off and see what comes through. What's the advice? What is the best advice for Virgo? The best advice for Virgo. Last shuffle, last one. King of Pentacles, Five of Wands reversed. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Well, the only thing you can do as an individual, this is the tricky part about relationships, man. There's no one piece of advice that anybody can give just one person that will solve the problem. Takes both of you. But what can you do as an individual? Only thing you can do is make 100% sure that you are fucking down for whatever. Now the rest of it's on them. I'm down for whatever. We at a distance? All right, so who's leaving their life behind, me or you? I'm down. I'm down. I'm fucking down. Because especially And I hate to just use that as the only example, but that's the best example because believe it or not, I do a lot of readings about long distance relationships, a whole lot. And I'm gonna tell you what, the overwhelming majority of the long distance relationships that I read have been going on for a long fucking time, a real long time, way too long, with no plan as to what we're going to do to come together. Somebody better be willing to leave their life behind. Somebody. Who's it going to be? There's no way around that. Either you better be willing to leave your life behind, I better be willing to leave my life behind, or hell, maybe both of us. That's what me and my wife did when we first met. We were 1,000 miles apart. We both uprooted, left our current lives behind. Man, she left a lot behind. She quit her fucking job, threw away everything she owned, drove 1,000 miles to live with me in a hotel. I left my shit behind, right? Gave up the car that I was driving, left everything behind. We started a whole new life from scratch in a fucking hotel room. We better be fucking down. Only thing you can do as an individual is make sure you are fucking down for whatever. The rest of it is up to them. So what are we doing? We better have at least a plan, at least an idea. If we haven't even discussed a plan in 60 days, we don't even have a plan. Not even an idea of how we're going to make this work and how we're going to come together. I'm trying to think. Let me think. I can't, off the top of my head, think. I can't, off the top of my head, think of any long distance relationship that stretched on longer than 3 or 4 months with no fucking plan that ever turned successful. Not that I can think of. Now, I'm not claiming that it has never happened. I'm talking about all the situations that I've personally witnessed and of the thousands and thousands of clients that I've worked with and read for. If my memory serves me correctly, every single long distance relationship I've ever seen, after 3 months, if we haven't even discussed a plan or an idea about how we're going to come together, it usually just doesn't even end up happening. They usually don't. So in that first 60 days, at minimum, we got to have some kind of idea. Some kind of idea. Even if it's not for a while, what's the plan? What are we working towards? What's the goal? So be sure you're establishing that. Whatever that blockage is. I know it's not like long distance for all of you. It's going to be for a couple of you. But whatever the blockage is, conflicting work schedules, now how about that one? Well, somebody need to find a new fucking job then. Somebody need to. Are you willing to? How bad do you want this? See what I'm saying? All right. Capricorn. Let's get a quick general energetic overview of what's coming in next for Capricorn. Ooh, some of y'all connecting with somebody at the workplace. No, not Capricorn. Never. Oh, let's see. Hang on. King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Person could be a business owner for some of you. I've never met a Capricorn that has any qualms with that idea. Queen of Cups could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Also got Taurus, Cancer. Oh, shit. Empress reversed. Two of Swords. Seven of Cups. So I'm kind of feeling like you're really wanting to commit to this, but you can't quite tell if they want to commit to this as much as you do. You can't tell. For some of you, maybe this person has a lot of options available to them, and that makes you a little insecure or uncertain. You know, um, but you're catching feelings real fast, real fast. Might even kind of freak you out a little bit. You might be smacking yourself like, no, stop. Stop catching them fucking feelings. Quit it. No. You know? I'm not seeing anything bad happening. You know what? Let's see the outcome for the first 60 days. What's the outcome for the first 60 days? Three of Swords. Hang on. I'm thinking this is going to be commitment. But you're scared to death. You are scared to death. This is turning into commitment. Y'all are making a decision to commit to this, but you're still nervous about this. There's still something that's not sitting well with you. And I think for a lot of you, it has to do with the fact that this person has this. For a lot of you, this person's probably the type of person that could just go pick whoever they want. And for some of you, you don't like that. Now, for the majority of you, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I don't think you have anything to worry about. And you know I'll tell you if you do. Do I got any new faces in here? Anybody who ain't never seen me before? Don't know who I am? Okay, I got some news for you. I don't sprinkle sugar on tarot readings. No, I don't. If you like tarot card readers who just blow smoke, rainbows and unicorns and sprinkle sugar and make it sound all cute and tell you every little thing that you want to hear, you're on the wrong channel. You may as well click off of here. That ain't how I roll. I read what the fuck comes through. People get pissed off at me all the fucking time. It's unfortunate. I don't like that, but I'm not going to let it stop me from telling you what's coming through. Okay. So I said that because if I tell you that this person doesn't have bad intentions, I mean it. Because I'm going to tell you if you dealing with the fucking low life, lying, deceitful, sneaky little fuckbag. I'm going to tell you. Oh, I'm going to tell you. Get mad at me all you want. I'm going to tell you. Okay? I don't think so, though. I don't think so. I really don't think King of Cups, Devil card reversed. I don't think so. I really don't think you have anything to worry about. Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, star card. So when something seems too good to be true, it usually is. Usually. But not always. Every now and then, it's fucking true. Every now and then. However, okay, so this doesn't come through like this very often, okay? This is one of those rare instances where I'm reading the other side of the coin when it comes to confusion and uncertainty. Y'all hear me say this? I will beat this drum to death until my face turns blue and the cows come home. Confusion will lead to the demise of a connection. You should not be confused about someone's feelings or intentions. So let's run through a list of some of the reasons why most people are confused about somebody's feelings and intentions. Why would you be confused? Okay. Number one, your intuition is picking up on something that's off about that person. All right? That's a real common reason why you may be uncertain about somebody's feelings and intentions. Number two, here's another reason. You are just so broken, paranoid, and unhealed, and the lens through which you view the world is so cracked and broken that even if somebody has the best intentions in the world, you are incapable of picking up what they're putting down. Ever thought about that one? Or how about this one? The two of you are just such an energetic mismatch. You all are so vibrationally misaligned that neither of you can pick up what each other is putting down, even if both of you have nothing but the best of intentions. Now, are either of those three reasons an excuse? No. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter why there's confusion, doubt, and fear. Doesn't matter why. That energy will lead to the demise of the connection, whether or not the confusion is justified or unjustified. Now, in this case, where I don't think you're intuitively picking up on something that's off about this person, either you have some healing you need to do, or the two of you are not a vibrational match. You need to work on that. You need to work on doing what you can to connect with this person at the deepest possible level. The deepest possible level. Okay? If you are unable to alleviate the fear and the doubt, no finger pointing. I'm not coming down on you. There's no finger pointing. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. It doesn't make you a good person or a bad person. I'm not saying that you're a dumb person or a smart person. But I would take a step back until I can get my vibe right. Okay? I would take a step back. So what I would recommend for this situation here is to do the best that you can to remain as neutral as possible and look for the good in someone. Look for the good in someone doesn't mean ignore the bad. That's not what it means. Look for the good, pay attention to the bad, but look for the good. When somebody has good intentions and you're looking for the good, you'll find it. You'll find it. After a while, as long as you're patient, after a while, you'll be able to determine that this person does mean fucking business. But you don't want to sabotage it in the meantime. That's what most people do. Most people usually end up sabotaging it before they even get the chance to conclude whether or not somebody has good intentions. So try your best to remain as neutral as possible. You know what really helps? This is going to sound kind of weird and paradoxical, but check this out. Be totally okay with the worst case scenario. Be okay with it. Hey, if it works, cool. If it doesn't, I'm cool. What if I can't trust you? Then what? Well, this is where you got to be real fucking rock solid with yourself. So many people are not rock solid with themselves. If you're solid with you, it doesn't matter who betrays you. Because you know what? If you betray me, I can still sleep at night. You know why? Because I know where my heart is. I know what my intentions are. If you betray me, you're the dumbass. You're the idiot, not me. I know where my heart is. I know what my intentions are. I know my value. I know what I bring to the table. Fucking this up would be the stupidest goddamn thing you ever did in your life. And I know that in here. I know that. So I'm not worried about what you do. I'll be all right. I'll be cool. If you betray me, I'll be fine. You're the one that made the dumbest mistake of your life. The universe just did me a favor and took the trash out for me. Neutral. Neutral. That works wonders in dealing with a situation. Because one or two things will happen. Either A, if you're dealing with somebody who has bad intentions, the universe will take the trash out for you and you're okay. But if you're dealing with somebody that has good intentions, you'll take a positive timeline. It won't take you long to be able to determine that this person means fucking business. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Earth sign family needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is in the description of this video. Join me tomorrow, y'all, Saturday, February 15th, for my very first day of my new weekly live $25 readings here on this channel. You can order anytime. You can order one right now if you want. The ones that come in first get read first. But remember, if you don't want to sit and listen to my big loud mouth for however many hours it takes me to read them all, just come back later after the playback is posted and look in the comments. They'll all be time-stamped. But if you place an order after we cut the last video off tomorrow, your reading will be done next week, okay? If you want a pre-recorded reading, though, for the time being, I'm only able to do the same day 24-hour readings until further notice, okay? The last time I had to do that, it stayed that way for about 6 to 8 months. But I don't know. It could be 6 days, it could be 6 weeks, could be 6 months, could be all fucking year long. It depends on what I got going on behind the scenes, okay? All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.